Hi, I'm Showen. So excited to be back on our tea YouTube video, the most frequent asked questions. A lot of people then will tell me, but Showen, I don't have time. I work in the office. I really don't have time to do this kung fu tea brewing stuff, and I don't have space. I totally understand. It requires a little bit more space and a little bit more focus on the tea. So this next one, let's introduce a style that is very easy and simple. You basically just need your leaves and a cup. Okay, so let's move this aside. And I think in America, you guys call this kind of a tea brewing, what is that? The grandpa style tea brewing, or tea drinking. I don't know. And I heard it's a gentleman called marshaln. He started to call tea this way. So if you guys can maybe look at his blog, he probably talk about that. So the same thing, I like to warm up my teaware. So I just quickly warm up the teaware. And let's put some dry leaves in there. And today I'll put Oriental Beauty. Oriental Beauty is that my go-to after a meal kind of a tea, because it's sweet. It has a nice honey sweetness to it. So to satisfy that sweet tooth craving after a meal, this tea is perfect. And like the first video that we touched on, how much? Well, you decide. And just like this, let it brew for a while. There's also no timing for this, no exact timing. It seriously depends on the tea. Some of the tea, now if you actually like to do green tea, I think green tea actually, a lot of green tea is made from like really tiny, fresh leaves or tips that haven't opened up, and they yield flavor pretty fast. So maybe in the next 30 seconds, you can actually start to drink the green tea. But this one is a oolong tea, more dealing with mature leaves, and so there's actually wait a little bit. And just like also the first video that we talk about how long, you can actually engage on the color too. Like if you drink this tea, you brew this tea from time to time, you can actually also engage. That's why I use a glass cup. Like when that right color that you prefer to be ready, then you can drink the tea too. Okay, now maybe it's already, I would say, a minute and a half into the brewing. I didn't really time it, I don't know. It looks like that's the color that I like. You just start drinking it. And as you can tell, a lot of leaves fall into the bottom. So that's fine, don't worry about it, and kind of just like do it like this. Then the leaf wouldn't go into your mouth as much. Of course, a lot of people are worried about the leaves will get into the mouth. If you brew broken leaf tea, I think the chances of it getting into your mouth is much higher. I have to say that. So maybe try to find whole leaf teas that they will sink. And so you see, right now there's no problem of these tea leaves getting into my mouth at all. And after you drink it for a while, you are like halfway down and you notice, I think my tea is getting like a little bit too strong for my taste. No problem. Here you go, hot water. Just dilute it back up again. And you can repeat this process until you think the leaves wouldn't yield more flavor anymore. Then call it a good. Dump the leaves away and put some more fresh leaves in there. It's so easy. And if like even sometimes like me lately, I like to feel like kung fu macho kind of a thingy. Not necessarily kung fu is always macho, but I just feel like pretty important and good because I like to watch kung fu movies. You can buy a big piece of gai wan and do the Kung Fu style in here. It actually feels so good. Watch some Kung Fu movie, you will see some guys in a Kung Fu movie drinking tea like this. Directly in here. Once again, leaves, you decide how much. Sometimes I just want to drink 1 cup worth of a tea. I just put in actually this much leaves. Hot water in. Let it brew for a while. You can use the lid as a filter to filter the leaves out and drink it like this. It's really good. Try it. Hot water, leaves, and a cup. So easy.